Okay guys, so welcome to Reading Resolutions, and today we are going to be doing my AYearAthon wrap-up video. Now on Goodreads, several booktubers and Goodreads users have created a group called AYearAthon, basically for the year 2014. They will select the first week in every month to do a readathon. Each month will have a separate theme. Now in February, the theme was Harry Potter, and including in that, they were also including any other works by J.K. Rowling. I decided to go through the Harry Potter series itself. It has been a while, and I do live in Orlando, so with the Universal Orlando opening up the new Diagon Alley area this year, it seemed like a good idea. So we're just going to jump right into it. And yeah, so the wrap up for AYearAthon. I did get through 6 books completed and 200 pages of the 7th book, The Deathly Hallows. So I started exactly on midnight of Monday morning. And yeah, so I started straight away with Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. But yeah, went through day 1, book 1, completed it. I have been fighting off a cold, so ended up going to bed early this day, and so I ended with book 1. On day 2, I jumped straight into Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. I actually debated on whether I wanted to skip this because it is not my favorite book. I actually am deathly afraid of snakes, so this book kind of creeps me out. Enough. I did complete Chamber of Secrets during day 2 and jumped straight into The Prisoner of Azkaban. This is actually one of my favorite books, believe it or not, and that's because it's an introduction to my favorite character, Sirius Black. And I actually enjoyed Remus Lupin, so you get some information and background on the Marauders and everything, so this is always a fun one for me, just because I do like the backstory of of James and Remus and Padfoot, and yeah, so this was end of day 2, going into day 3, halfway through day 3. I did finish this and jump straight into the beginning of the Behemoths. Goblet of Fire. This was actually where I had predicted I was going to end. I really did not expect to go through the first 3 in less than 3 days. So my goal actually for the readathon was to get through all of Goblet of Fire, and obviously I surpassed that. So day 3 I started a Goblet of Fire, went through day 4, and actually finished this in a day. So day 4, I finished this and jumped straight into the monster book, The Order of the Phoenix. So this was already surpassing my original goal. When I realized that I was going to surpass it, I did want to finish Half-Blood Prince. I thought I was barely going to make that, and actually surpassed that as well. But this book took me part of day 4, all of day 5, and I had 100 pages to read during day 6. So yes, so I read 100 pages during day 6, which then takes us into Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. Now, I did have to do some errands around the apartment. Well, errands. I had to do some things around the apartment, getting ready for work and everything. So I did listen to the audiobook, which is actually my first experience doing audiobooks. I've discovered I can read way faster than listening to the audiobook. But the audiobook makes it easy because you can read when you're working. Not at my job, but, you know, around the house. So I did kind of do this one on a combined audiobook, read a little, audiobook, read a little. And this took me through day 6 into day 7. I actually had 3 chapters to read. I take public transportation to work. It takes me like 2 hours to get to work. So I listened to the last 3 chapters on my way to work, on day 7. Which leads me lastly to where I ended, and I got through 200 pages of the Deathly Hallows on day 7. Now, if I hadn't been watching time, I probably could have got another 100 pages in, but I kept watching the clock because I work overnights, and that's what we do. But yeah, I did get through 200 pages of this. I do plan on finishing this today and getting back to my regular TBR list. But yeah, so for my readathon, I got through all 6 of the 7 books of Harry Potter. I started the 7th. I consider this a success because it's way past what I expected. Even my second goal of getting through the 6th book was surpassed because I did start this on the 7th day. I did get through a chunk of it. I got through like that much of it. So, yeah. But I did get through like 200 pages of that out of a 700 page book. That's a good chunk of it. And when you're talking books like this, 600, 700, 800 page books, and I've read like 3 full ones during a readathon, I call that a success because that's like daunting. But like I said, I'm going to be finishing the Deathly Hallows probably today. I have a couple days off, and I'll get back on my regular TBR list. And I will keep you guys updated. I do know March for the readathon, it's Twilight. I may or may not participate in that. I'm not sure. Just sees where I am on my TBR list and other things that I have going on. I may use that readathon to go through the host. If they're going to do like with the Harry Potter, if they approve of all of Stephenie Meyer's works, I may decide to use that readathon to go through the host. Just because I haven't read it, and I don't know why, I haven't read it, sorry. Yeah, so that's it. Like I said, I'll keep you guys updated. I do know I'm also filming my bookshelf tour today, and bye.